Welcome back, everyone. Our next guest says it is time to get curious, to take a chance, maybe change your life. And she says all you really need to do is try something new. Why are you laughing? These are your words.
I don't say it like that.
Well, I do. It's time to ask the expert. Justine Froelker of JBF Therapy and Coaching, who's maybe a little more dialed down than I am, is a licensed professional counselor. How are you?
I'm good.
So I'll give everybody the backstory. You pitched us an idea and you said, let's talk to people about doing something out of their comfort zone and maybe something that they might consider a little bit crazy.
Right.
And I thought, that sounds interesting. But the conversation starter is you have to look at yourself and ask yourself, are you happy? So where are we going with that?
I mean, open your eyes. Are you actually happy? And are the people that you surround yourself happy? Mm-hmm. And when you do the work to be happy, you'll realize how miserable a lot of people are.
Well,
really
whether it's
sad.
us or someone we're looking at. But here's the thing. This is where I thought it got really interesting. Look at people that you think of as happy, and then ask yourself, why do I think they're so happy? What is it that they're doing that makes them happy? And then when you figure out what those things are, you think, well, I'm not going to do that.
Exactly. We judge it like, well, she's crazy, or she must be richer than me and can afford those things, or she has more time.
She's got all the time in the world.
Yeah. I mean, I know that a lot of the ideas that I educate people on, people are like, I don't need that, or I don't have time for that. Like, oh my gosh, there's no way. And it's kind of like, and yet you're yearning for what I have, this happier and healthier life, but you're getting stuck in that judgment of like, I can't do it, I don't have enough money to do it, I don't have enough time to do it, it wouldn't work for me.
And why is that? Why is getting stuck in that kind of judgment a bad thing?
Well, it's comfort, and we don't grow in comfort. We only grow from discomfort, and and it feels safer. I always tell my clients, like, most people love their known misery.
Like, we would prefer our own known misery
because we know
over
it.
An unknown thing that might be great.
Absolutely. Like, versus like, oh yeah, right, Justine, you want me to sit down and color or meditate? No, that works for you. You must have more time than me. And in reality, like, you are sitting in your known misery, but it's known. It's known. And so I'm asking people to, like, that very thing that you're judging that I'm asking you to try or do, or that person that you admire as like, man, she's just really happy. Instead of sitting in that judgment, what if you got curious about it? Like, what is that really like? Sit down with them and like, can you tell me more about like, why the heck and how the heck do you meditate every day? Seriously?
Right.
You must be really calm.
Says the voice of experience.
I am not, but I will meditate every day because I believe in the research. I've felt it change my life. I don't do it for 30 minutes. I am not an expert. But like, instead of sitting back and kind of looking at me and saying, you're different or you're crazy or you have the time, I make the time for the practices to be happy.
So you mentioned meditation specifically. Give us some other concrete examples of some of these things that we might think are kind of crazy.
Well, even when I was like sending you the notes, I was like, man, all these things that I've talked about on Great Day over 8 years. Boundaries, asking for what you want and need, communication, coloring, meditation, taking baths, sitting in nature, earthing, walking barefoot on the grass every day. I mean, there's some weird stuff. Praying.
This is where the audience is going.
Exactly.
But
and you're judging me.
Try.
And I'm going to ask you, like, what if you got curious about it?
Yeah.
Just to see if it worked.
I mean, the worst that could happen is you try it and it does nothing for you, and you try something else.
But you got to give it a fair shot.
Give it a fair shot.
Right.
Not like 3 minutes and
No,
you're done.
we're talking like new research says 66 days for a habit.
Oh man, that's a commitment.
Yep.
Try it. Just try it.
Yeah,
Thank you, Justine,
You're
very
welcome.
much. She's always writing about some great topic on her blog, and we've posted a link to that blog and her website too on our website, kmov.com/greatday. Try something crazy.
No, because see, here's it.
Yeah.
You walk around, the worst, that's not the worst that could happen. The worst that could happen is you get ticks and poison ivy from walking around barefoot outside for 66 days. Splinters.
Yeah.
Hello.
I don't think you're supposed to do it for 66
Who's got
days
time for
straight.
that?
Right. I mean, like, take a break and definitely
Put your
do
shoes
a tick
on
check.
once in a while.
Do a tick check.
Do something crazy, like a tick check.
Oh boy. Tick check, always important.